I totally forgot to set up the trigger fire overlay in the starting soon screen. Well, let me fix the live slug reaction there. Meep. There we go. Oh no. All right. Good evening, friends. Rowan Sorbus at your service. Hello, hello. Hee-ho! Welcome, Ryu. Hello, hello. I just realized, I need... Already on the painting my nails. I forgot to set up the live slug reaction on this computer. But... Fuck yeah! Alright. Alright. So I guess before we paint some goblins, we're gonna paint my nails. You said earlier that you wanted the kind of refractive navy, right? With a was it the lilac accent? Was it? The lilac accent, like that. Alright, the teal of the lilac. Oh, the teal, not the teal, last one, but the teal, like that. That one. Yeah, okay. Is the accent on both hands, or is it just on one? These are things I need to know. That was a quick redeem too. Also, welcome everyone. Hello, hello. Glad to have you all here. Up to me. You usually do both. Okay. Well, suppose we'll see how it goes. Really never done this before. Let's see. Y'all came for minis, but we're doing nails, I guess. God. Oh, it is sloppy. It's a very different consistency than the mini paint, I'll say. Also, my nails look like hot garbage. This is a new redeem, by the way, for mini painting streams. I have, where you can redeem once per stream to have me paint my nails. So that's what we're doing. There we go. That's one. Oh, this is really funny. We are yassifying the Rowan. Yassify the tree. There's like a good process to this. I didn't look up anything before I did this. What have I done? Does not go on smoothly. Do you have to do like a couple coats? You must have to do a couple coats. Makes sense. Alright, we got two nails. Let's do the thumb next. Big old thumb. I guess I didn't do like any sort of like priming coat or anything. I don't know if that's a thing with nails. or not. Normally you'd want a base coat. Okay. I'll have to see if I can find that. I'm getting it like on my thumb too. I know what I'm doing. Oh, it's not on. Base coat and top coat are important. I see, I see. I see, I see. Wow, that is really sloppy. I feel like you can see it on the skin of my thumb. I'm sure we do somewhere. Oh, I don't have to go around with like sloppy nails. Alright, pinky next. Neat. Ow! No, I touched my thumb. Oh no. Chaos. Absolutely wild. Alright, let's go back to the first one. Is this dry yet? It's a little tacky, but I could probably put another coat on. That's good. We'll get to the goblins in a second. There is yesification to be done. Also, hello again to everyone here. Can't quite read the name tag on the Pachirisu there. I'm not sure. Wasn't quite able to catch who you are, but I appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, I am a total noob at this. Probably gonna be some like really visible brush strokes in there too. It's funny. Oh, that's a thick glob. Oh. Yeah. Probably would turn out a lot better. Alright, and then I'll do the purple in a second. Now I'm gonna do my right hand. This is gonna be so hard. I have to do this with my left hand. How do people do this? Oh, I'm sure. I think normally people also like rest their hand on something when they do this, right? Like that's a thing. For the camera, I can't do that. No, I can't. No, ma'am. Oh my god. Okay. How do you use your off? Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, it's all over my thumb. What have I done? I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a fun little redeem. And to be fair, it is fun. But oh, I am butchering this. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, at least I can wipe off the extra. Oh, it's so fucky. How do I do this? How do I do this? Okay, this one doesn't seem too bad. It's really thick on here, It seems not bad. Yeah, and like I said, my nails are not in good shape, so they're gonna be like real kind of gross. Oh no, I hit my finger. Yeah. Yeah, painting your main hand is difficult. It's real difficult. Oh god. Oh no, I touched my nail when I was rotating my brush. I'm gonna have to go back and fix it. Maybe this was a bad idea. Oh, I just realized I was doing my ring finger. I guess we're only doing an X on one hand. So I got caught up in the flow. Oh, it's so bad. Okay. This one's not too terrible. This last one. Like, and this one I also basically just like loaded up the brush and just kind of like dabbed it on there. Just and let like the flow of the polish take care of the rest. Might be the way to go. Let's fix this one up real quick. Oh no. Oh, that's a blob. Oh, that is a blob. Oh, what do I do to fix this? I'm making it worse. Thank you for the love. Oh, this is so funny. Alright. We're gonna do our second coats on my main hand, now my right hand. Oh. I'm instinctually like doing the thing I do when I eat something with syrup. But, like, I don't touch anything. Okay, that one's fine, I think. Definitely need a second coat here. God, this is so skrungly. Oh god, it's so bad. It's so like thick in some parts too, but like not in others. I think this polish might be kind of old too. That doesn't help. But okay. We're gonna close this one. Oh, I can't touch anything. All right, let's get the accent nail. No, I pushed the polish again. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, this one goes on a lot smoother. There we go. Yeah, that went on a lot smoother. Okay, I think, yeah, I do have to fix one nail here. Because I touched something. This is so ridiculous. How do people do this on a regular basis? I don't understand. Like, I get the fashion of it. I think nail polish can look really good. But like, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Okay, let's see if I can clean up my fingertips without breaking the progress that I've done. And then we just kind of gotta wait for these to dry. Material grow. I don't know if it's picking up on the mic or not, but I'm blowing on these so that they dry faster. How long does it take for these to dry? I didn't even think about that. Oh god, it looks so bad. There's a good way to test it. Good. That one's good. It's a little tacky still. Oh, that one's also tacky. I got some nice thumbprints in some of these now. Because I'm impatient. I love how my model picks up on me blowing on them. You know, there's just like a subtle amount of weight difference on my fingers now that like you can feel it, you know? You can feel the polish. Okay, I think it's dry enough where I can start working. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. But there we go. Witty. Just like cooling them really quick. It's a neat idea. Yeah. Nails are all witty now. Alright. Goblins. We're painting goblins today. Oh, I need to scratch my nose. Can I scratch my nose? I'll just use the back of my hand. Witty, yes. I think to start with our goblins, I'm gonna start with a base coat of a flesh tone. I think what I want to do for the flesh tone is a blend of goblin green here and scaly hide. Thank you. Because I don't think either of these quite match our what we're going for, which is the green that's on our player board here. Because like if you look, goblin green is a little bit too saturated, scaly hide is a little too muted. So I'm wondering if somewhere in between with maybe a splash of yellow will get us to where we want. So I'm gonna put some paint on my palette here and mix it up. I've got my brush that I use for mixing because it is all beat to hell. Let's shake some paints real quick. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Oh, there's a clip. I missed the clip. What was the clip? All right. Get some goblin green on there. Meat. Looks very apple green to me, the goblin green. I wouldn't let you edit it. We got some scaly hide. Meat. I definitely want to use the scaly hide for some highlights, because I think that's a good highlight color. I'm gonna mix this together, see how it looks. What color does that give us? Ooh, that's getting really close already. It's getting really close. I think this might be a good color to base coat. Because I'm gonna pop it on this paper towel here. Gives us, doesn't really show super well here on the camera. Of course, it would probably dry a slightly different color. It does need a little bit of yellow. Just a smidge of yellow. So I'm gonna take some moon dust. Just a smidge of that. Just a smidge of moon dust. Add that in. It doesn't take it too far. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a good color. That's a really good color. Oh, I was gonna do metallics first, actually. Okay. It doesn't really show on camera, does it? Hey, no worries. Go get some rest. Rest up, and I will talk to you later. Okay. Metallics. I wanted to do metallics first because I was going to dry brush those, and that gets everywhere. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained. Alright, talk to you later. I love you too. Alright. We're gonna take some plate metal, put that on our dry palette here, because you don't want to put metallics on a wet palette. The metals will run through into the water and they'll make everything metallic. That's a tip I learned, I think, from Squidmar. Where I learned that from? I think so. Got a makeup brush here. I'm gonna use brush the extra off. All right, we're gonna start with this knife blade. Get some dry brush metal on there. It's already base coated in black, so I don't need to worry about base coating it at all. There we go, that's a nice metallic. Let me bring this light to be more forward for you all. There you go. Now you can see the metal a little bit better. Good, good, good. Alright. Yeah, just wanted to do these first because, like I said, it can get... The dry brushing can get messy if you're not careful otherwise. Also gonna angle my camera down a little bit, I think. Because my natural painting spot is like right here, I think. Some stuff will set up for the streams almost has to wait until like you're actually streaming just because, yeah. An old makeup brush works really well for this. So applies exactly how you'd want a dry brush to apply. No, it doesn't show up super well on camera, but you do have a nice metallic blade there. And it's like a nice gray metal. I just want to apply a little bit more to this one. We can hit the axe on the last goblin. Ah! My lamp. I might need a little bit more on here. That off. There we go. Get that metal on there. There's also some armor I want to hit too. Ooh. Nice. Okay, who's got metal armor here? Our iClan goblin has chainmail that we definitely want to dry brush some metals onto. So we'll do that for sure. Anyone else have metal? I think the others just have leather and fur. So I don't need to worry about dry brushing metal anywhere else on the others, only the iClan. Which we will. I might just go broad here. Not worried too much about the about overspilling it, because I can always overpaint everywhere else, which is why I'm doing this step first before moving on to other stuff. Because dry brushing be messy. It's real messy. He's got some chrome on his face. It's like the people from Mad Max. Witness me! Alright. We've got our main metals. I'm also gonna take just a smidge of shining silver and hit the edges with that. And then we can move on to applying our base coat of skin. Okay. brush, scrub it off, and we hit our edges. So I want some nice sharp edges here. It's subtle, but it's there. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Last edge is gonna be our axe here. Good. And this edge. All right. That should be all set then. All right, now we can actually start base coating our friendos. Which brush do I want to use? I think I'll use this one. I'm gonna move my camera just a smidge. Just a smidge. Okay. Palette right here. And let's start base coating our friend's skin. Oh wait, I need to get a brush. Being on camera sometimes makes me forget like important parts of my process. It's okay, we'll get there. What's a VTuber's steer without a little bit of scuff, right? Alright, so we want skin, like a light layer of skin anywhere. Well, there's skin. Looks like this one has hair. I didn't realize that the model had any hair at all. I thought all these goblins were bald. I do really want to get myself some Vallejo paints, because these army painter ones really don't cover well. They don't flow off the brush much at all. And it makes them kind of hard to use. Like, I do have some Citadel that my sibling gifted me, but pots are really hard to use. I've watched some videos on like what the best paints are and such. And so I really want to set a Vallejo. If I just had unlimited money, I would totally just buy the entire line, whether I need it or not. It'd be very extra. But, you know, it's what we're doing now sometimes. A little bit of extra isn't bad from time to time. Yeah. Get a little bit more moisture in my brush here. I think that'll help with the flow. Yeah, that's better. One thing I do need to work on is just being a little bit quicker and dirtier with this stuff, like for the base coats. Because I'm trying to like paint entirely within the lines in spots where I totally don't really need to. And it's definitely going to slow me down. You know what I mean? I think something else I'm going to need to practice at some point too is just like learning the best way to load my brush. 'Cause I sometimes feel like I don't load my brush enough. Like that also detracts from my... That also adds to my problem of not getting paint off my brush, you know? I have a lot to learn still. I have a lot to learn. But for as much as I have to learn, I think I'm doing an okay job. I got some on the eye patch. That's okay. Eye patch is gonna get coated later. Ooh, I don't want to get any on the teeth, though. I do have to be careful with that. We're gonna do our friendo's exposed thigh. Eyes on stream. Whoa, scandalous. I can totally just... I think the nail polish is now dry enough where I can just kind of be normal with my hands. Thankfully. It was definitely making it hard to control my brush and my hands. Get in here. That leg. That leggy covered. Meep. Okay. I also need to cover our friend's hand. Here. Get that all covered. I'm gonna try to avoid getting much on the eye because the eye is also gonna need to be white. I feel like covering the color with a white would be somewhat difficult. It might be kind of fun if I try to paint one of the goblins' nails too. It'd be really funny. Okay. This hand. Meep. Let's see, what do the eye clans do? The eye clan gets more secrets, if I remember correctly, in the game. It's like when you play as the goblins, you're basically balancing the 3 goblin clans. Each ones have different attributes that they excel at. So you're balancing how you allocate resources to 3 clans in order to kill the knight. If the knight's not there, you're trying to kill the dragon. If the dragon's not there, I think you're trying to smash crystals and get out the cave. Vast is an asymmetrical game. It's one of those ones. this is not coming off my brush anymore. Okay. I also still need to get ears, or the back of the ears here. Is that hair? Or is it just... I think it's hair. But none of the goblins in the art have hair. Why do the goblin sculpts have hair when they don't have hair in the art? I might just paint it as if it were skin. So that it is consistent with the art. Okay, there's also a scar here that's proving to be difficult. I think I need to thin my paint and my brush a little bit. Yeah, there we go. More water. More water. Makes it better. I'm also not on screen again. Struggle. I'll get this setup figured out exactly eventually. A little bit of nose I need to get, and I think this one will be good. Space coat. Oh wait, I need to get the back of the head still. Right, because I'm gonna make it skin-like instead. Because these goblins really should not have hair. And that's just going off of the official art. Oh, and the bottom of the jaw. It's a little metallic right now, so I forgot about it. I really want these to turn out nice. I like these little guys. I like their sculpts. I want them to look good. I'll have to for sure go over I'll have to for sure go over the eye patch. That's the word, the eye patch. That's fine. That is a-okay. Okay. Got some water on my brush. Get some paint on here. Let's do our Fang clan next. Let's slap some green on our friend. Yeah, using a much wetter brush allows me to get a lot more paint off. I'm learning. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? You can even learn when you're billions of years old. Ooh, he's got some earrings. I'll have to go back and paint those later, because those are definitely getting covered green right now. He also has hair. Why do they have hair? They're not supposed to have hair. Not according to the official art. They're supposed to be bald. They're supposed to be bald. How dare they have hair? Brand new sentences. Oh, here on Royale. Are we mad about hair? Load up our brush again. Got a little bit more here. I'm just gonna go over the eyes too. Look. A little thicker than I'd like. Whoops. It's fine. It'll all be fine. As long as I don't cover any details. And of course I don't need to do his chin or anything because his chin is covered by the bandana. Get this ear here. Inside of the ear. Okay. It's a good Gabo green to start. We also need to get the back of our friend's head here. Underneath where the bandana ties. Where they have decided to, for some reason, sculpt hair. No, there shouldn't be. I'm just going to continue to be salty about that. Like, so many of these details are, like, very good and accurate to our art on it. But then the fact that there's hair is just, like, it's just not accurate. It's like, it's all these other details, why is that not? It's weird. It's just weird. A little bit of sloppiness is okay. I need to remember that a little bit of sloppiness is okay. This friend has no sleeves. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I am fighting the army painter paints here. They were good because I was able to get a good set for not a terrible amount. Like how many paints did I end up getting in this set? I don't remember exactly, but it was a lot of paint for a good price. So I have a good range that I can use to approach a wide variety of minis. But I am fighting this paint. We are beefing, for sure. Load up that paint. Ah. Do. Need to remember to hold the mini in the right place that y'all can see as well. Okay. A little bit more on this arm. It's very much not a consistent coat. It's fine. I'm working with it, but it's not easy. It is for sure not easy. I'm totally gonna need to squeeze some more paint out pretty soon here too. I think this is also like drying on my wet palette pretty quickly too. I not put enough water on my wet palette? Am I just not doing things right today? Or am I overthinking things? I might be just be overthinking things. Kinda looks like this one's holding a rock in his hand. I might color in the middle of the fist later. Enough of the gentle strokes, I have to actually paint this. Yeah. Switch to a different brush as well. Go to this one for base coating. Well, no, I'm gonna go this one for base coating. Yeah, This paint is almost dry on my palette. I totally have to gonna switch it. It is kind of annoying. Oh, it's not working. Sorry about this. Apparently, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna mix up some fresher paint. I wonder if that might help. A little bit of scaly hide. I also didn't put that much on the palette because I wanted to get the color right, so. Gabo green. And a bit of moon dust. Mix all that together. Okay. Yep, same color. Good, good. Good, good, good. Nope. I'm glad that I was able to manage to pull the same color. Back to the one I was using. It was working just fine. I doubted myself. Have confidence. No confidence. Oh yeah, it was totally the paint. That is going much better. Much, much better. Much, much better. Okay, let's get that inner thigh. Like every time I mention the inner thigh, there's a joke to be made. Okay. This one's gonna be a little bit hard. Trying to get it is like I have to like either oh wow, I have to either go through the teeth I just have to kind of like wrap my brush around. I think wrapping my brush around is the safer way to do it. It's definitely not easy though. Be nice if I could. Okay, there we go. I totally can. Oh yeah, okay. Going through the teeth wasn't that bad. Oop. Yeah, I got some color on there. That part doesn't have to be perfect because people really shouldn't be looking at it too hard. I want to get as much coverage as I can, but if it's not perfect, it's fine. Base coat good. Couple spots that probably need some work. Some more water on my brush. Right. Let's touch up a couple spots real quick, and then we'll move on to our last goblin for skin base coat. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Spot here. My shuffle is not shuffling super well because this is another One Step from Eden song. That's okay. Ooh, there is actually a lot under this arm that I did not paint. Oopsie. Let's fix that. Yeah, how these have hair. This one doesn't have hair. That's good at least. Maybe I will try to add like some sort of hair texture to the back, but like really just shouldn't have hair at all. And yes, I'm gonna keep complaining about it. They're my minis and I can complain about them all I want. Okie doke. It is a little messy, but it's fine. Base coat should be a little bit messy. I suppose it doesn't have to be, but it's okay if it is, though. I'm gonna take a second to drink some water. I thirst. Alright. Base coat and skin, one more gobbo. That's not the one I want. Alright. Point. Slapping some green on here. Our boy. Leave too much water on the brush this time, maybe. If I should move my camera down just a smidge more for you all. That'd be good. Yes, because I'm not showing anything. There we go. I think this is a much better angle. Who will work with. I don't know why, but getting their chin is really nerve-wracking to me. Kind of a finer line, so I suppose that might be it. This one totally has gloves, doesn't it? Yeah, he totally has gloves. More paint. Get the thrust of the head a bit better in a sec. Got a little sloppy with that one. That's okay. That is okay. This is by far our biggest area, so we can cover it up when we do our smaller details. As I said so. I love my cup of green water that I got here. Kool-Aid. Like a nice cucumber green. Like me. Refreshing. I see leg armor. This one, this friend is pretty well covered up. which I think this is the clan that is best for combat. I suppose that kind of makes sense. Well, I would figure that they would have had the, or no, this is the clan that, tames the beast. Yeah. It's the Beast Tamer clan. So I suppose the leg armor is good for the ankle biters. The Teeth clan are the strongest combatants. Your chin some more. Some spots on the head that we need to cover better. Yeah, like back here. This paint is consistent. I know I need to stop complaining. Okay, how are we doing? Be a little bit more on this side of the face. Go. In a second, we're gonna be able to start switching to the browns, I think, for our base coats. There we go. Alright, I think that's solid good enough for our base coat on this guy. Maybe just a smidge more on the arm. Okay. Alright, we have skin on our goblins. Very good, very good. I'm sure they enjoy having skin. It'd be really cold otherwise. Okay. Leather. Or bone. Leather or bone. Leather or bone. Let's do leather first, I think. or just general brown base coats. We're gonna make this pool over here. Start with this one. Or no, we'll start. Well, I primarily has metal armor. I guess like the boots and stuff are leathery. We'll do that. So I'm seeing somewhere where I missed green. I'll have to go back and fix that. That's okay. It's okay. How did I get around there? What the heck? Like that? Uncareful? I was being actually quite careful. Okay. Arms might also have some leather wrapping on them. Let's do it that way. It doesn't look very platey. Yeah, there are a couple spots I'm gonna have to go back in with the green. That's okay. I'm definitely not perfect at this yet. Gonna take some practice. For sure. Yeah, I totally missed that leg too. Lots of places I missed green on this one, actually. Oh. It's a good thing we're not locked out for color. I feel like it can be quite easy to miss details on your first pass. And it happens. It happens. Okay. That looks like leather to me. We'll do the collar here too. And leather. That makes sense to me. contrast too. Okay. We've got brown on this friendo. Some fresh water on our brush. Alright, the other ones have quite a bit more brown to them. We're gonna do the bandana in brown. Be a little bit careful on our edges because I don't want to accidentally go over much of the green that I've done. Be a little precise. Move this light a little bit closer. Beep boop. Beep boop. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Give me 1 second. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. It's a good thing my throat was getting pretty dry and I didn't even realize. I appreciate that a lot. Under the ear is a little tough here. Able to get it. Just need to actually get this tied portion all set. Oh, I got a little bit on the face. No. You got some dirt on your face, friend. Okay. And then this one has leather armor. So, leather armor with some like tattered bits. It's all getting base coated in brown. I almost don't mind leaving some of the recessed areas black. I feel like that might be a kind of a nice effect, because then I don't really necessarily have to do a wash. We'll see. It's going quite patchily. That's gone. Okay. All in here is going to be a little tough. To go behind the fangs. Got a little bit on the skin already. Oof. The biggest of oofs. Oh. Got brown all over the ear. No. uh. Put that on there. This little portion. In the armpit. Let's go back over some of the areas that need a little bit more. A little bit of black showing through isn't terrible for the armor. That's just kind of how leather is, right? Like you have the dark areas that show through. Especially if it's like kind of shoddy. It gives it some texture, I suppose. Right, inside on the chest. To the parts that like always feel like surgery. It's like, I know it's not that big of a deal. Maybe I'm overreacting. It just takes like a lot more precision. Oh, it's got lots of brown on his face. Oh, friendo. What have I done? What have you done to deserve this? Potentially killed the dragon, I guess. Okay. Well, this one's definitely gonna need some more green in a bit. I guess I'll come back and do the green at the end. Just to... Because if I get other colors on it, then I'll want to fix it later. Regardless. Okay. Our last friend has more like of a fur armor, but I'm also gonna brace coat this in brown. But it's gonna have a slightly different treatment done to it in a bit. I start doing layers. More paint, please. When I load my brush, I need to make sure I'm actually loading it. One thing that is nice about like these is that all of the goblins have slight differences to them. Like considering they're supposed to be from different clans, it makes a whole lot of sense. They're not just like homogenous because they're all the same race. Which a lot of places do. A lot of media does goblins dirty like that. Or rather, do goblins dirty like that. Words. Words hard. I don't like it when fantasy games and stuff are like, yes, all members of this race are chaotic good. Because that's how they are, and it's like, no. That's not how behavior works. And personality. Like, people within a race are all gonna be different. And it really depends on, like, how they grow up and such, too, right? I always thought it was stupid that, like, humanoids or goblinoids in the D&D monster manual were like, yep, they're all chaotic evil. They're all chaotic evil. It's like, I mean, I guess because they are presented as enemies, sure. They can be a little homogenous, but like, why are all of the members of this race like having the same inclinations? It doesn't make any sense. So whenever I've DM'd, I've always been of the, if they have a personality, because like not every enemy has a personality, right? It should be somewhat unique. You know? That's just my little rant on fantasy races. It's also like the every elf is high and mighty. It's like, no, not all of them have to be. Some of them can be insecure. Oh, I have to base coat the the base as well. Because all of the bases for my Vast pieces are gonna be purple, like the color of the cave. Forgot about that. I should definitely do that before I do the bones or the eye or something. I'm fighting this brown so hard. Need more water on my brush. There we go. There's some of the flow I was looking for. That on there. Go, paint, go. Blow into all the little bits. Fill all the cracks. Get in there. Yeah. Why did I say it like that? uh... Okay, we're just about good here, I think. A little bit more there. More on here. Bottom of that foot. Hey. I think we're just about good. Alright, next thing I want to do is the purple for the base. Use a slightly larger brush for that, I think. Use this one. And I base coated these ones with Grimoire purple. Shake that up because these purples separate really bad. I really need to get a vortex mixer I actually have in my Amazon cart a vortex mixer and some mixing balls. I just have to convince myself to actually buy it because I don't have a ton of extra money. But that's okay. Some water on there. Okay. Get some paint on the brush. Slap some purple onto this base. I missed a boot here with the brown. Gosh, I am missing so many details. God. At one point had some sand glued to this. I didn't like how it looked, so I ended up pulling it all off. So there's like a little bit left, which gives it a little bit of texture, which is kind of nice. But it was just too much. And it didn't match the aesthetic of the game to have like realistic looking sand on there. So I ended up taking it off. I think ultimately was a good call. Says what this will end up looking like for the base is like that. So I'm gonna dry brush some lighter purple onto it. Which I'll probably do like actually immediately after I get these base coats finished, because dry brushing be messy. And I think the next thing I'm gonna base coat is the things that the goblins are standing on. So I want to be able to cover up anything I need to. I've got some masking tape around the sides so that the original plastic color will be around the rim. So I did want to keep the original plastic color on these minis in some degree. Base coat doesn't even need to be completely perfect because a little bit of texture is fine. Some of the black can even show through. I don't really care. Just ground is not even. It's gonna have weird marks on it and be all over. Okay, this one also has a rock. It has a rock, so I have to paint the rock too, because the rock needs to be cave colored. Which in this case is purple. Probably used to paint the rock with a smaller brush, but I'm using this one right now and I don't really feel like switching. And I think it's okay. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do the dry brushing immediately because I want The dry brushing represents kind of the dirt of the cave. This base purple is the stone. The light purple that's going to go on next, I believe I used orc blood, is going to be the dirt. So if the dirt gets on stuff, that's fine, because it's dirt. It gets on stuff. I like my minis to have a kind of messy, weathered look, if that makes sense. I don't, especially like creatures like goblins and stuff like that, they're not going to be completely clean. Goblinoids, adventurers, etc. They're not going to be clean, right? So I think it's good to have some dirt and oil and stuff on them. Get them all grimy and dirty. I think I might need a little bit more. I'm still working on getting my technique and preparing my wet palette down as well. I think, because that's the first time I used this one, because I 3D printed this one. I 3D printed it and got this cellulose sponge cloth, right, for the sponge. First time I used it, I didn't squeeze it out, and there was too much water. Like, it was going nuts. This time, I squeezed it out, and there's not enough water. So I need somewhere in between. Balance. Balance is good, as with most things in life. Alright, let me drink some water real quick. And then I'm gonna put some skeleton bone color on my palette. I wonder if I could. Yeah, because that's getting gummy. I do wonder if I can add some more water to this. I think I'll have to take the paper off. I'm gonna try doing that. We're gonna pull this off. We're gonna do surgery on a grape. Here's our paper for the palette. Got my bottle here. Might as well just use water from that, so I don't have to leave. Oh. Yeah, oh yeah, the sponge definitely got way too dry when I squeezed it out. So I totally should not have done that. Okay. Like I said, I'm still learning. Spread the water. It's nice and even. Pop our paper back on. Got our little rim to hold it down so it doesn't curl. Oh yeah, the paper was like dry. It was doing nothing to keep the paint moist. And that's okay. I learned. Might have to remix some more green later. Okay. I'm still a beginner. I'm still a beginner in a lot of ways. I've had some good results so far, but I still have a lot to learn. And that is very apparent. Yeah. Yeah, wow, that paper was bone dry. No wonder I was having issues. I'm gonna use this one. Speaking of bone dry, we're gonna paint some bones and teeth. Do the teeth first. I'm just gonna do this whole thing as like a bone color. It's like, we're gonna say it's like a jaw that's of a beast or something. It is, of course, no longer attached to said beast. Yeah, I kinda hate this brush. This is the brush that came with my paints, and I kinda hate it. Like, it just does not stay together. I'm not using this brush. I keep trying to give it a chance, because I'm like, it's well reviewed online, but I hate it. It's... What? Dead. Use this one. There we go. I don't even know if it's really the brush's fault. I just didn't like the feel of it. Which, you know, I'm the one painting, so if I don't like the feel of it, I'm not going to use it, right? It doesn't make sense to continue using a tool that doesn't feel right to use when you have ones that do feel right to use at your disposal. Wise words from someone that's definitely not experienced to give wise words. We're taking this to the bone zone. It's messed both of the feet on this one, actually. Both of the feet are not painted. Goblin. Big whoops. There we go. That's nice. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's get this edge now. A little scared about the inside, having to do that. Like, that's gonna be kind of rough. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So just it's better. It might be a little bit thick too. It might make things a little bit harder. Or the whiter paints tend to kind of be that way, I think. Ran into that from both GW and Army Painter. I don't know if that's just like a property of the pigment or what. Maybe it's a larger pigment or something. Doesn't even appear white, it's more yellow even, so. They'll probably have a lot of the white in it. Okay, let's get in there and get the back side here. Look, a little bit of extra water on the brush might not hurt too. Thin it down a smidge. Yeah, it goes on a little bit nicer. This underside really doesn't have to be perfect, because not a ton of people are going to be looking at this part very closely at all. That being said, I'm going to take some nice photos of the entire mini later, so I want it to look nicer. I think I'm going to use this color for our goblin teeth as well, because the gobbo teeth are kind of a yellowy color in the official art. I think that's a nice yellowy color that we can use. So I don't have to mix a color either. Getting the back of these teeth is a challenge, to be sure. I also definitely missed some mold lines when I was cleaning that up. Unfortunately, I can't take them off now, so they're already primed and painting. Things to get better at. I do want to make sure I do a good job painting the minis that I have from Townsfolk Tussle. Those are really nice minis, and I want to do them justice. They're like all rubber hose style characters. They're really cool. I'm gonna let the teeth sit for a second. I'm gonna paint these real quick, these bones. Or base coat these bones. The Bone Clan. The clan that sends people to the Bone Zone. Yeah, I sentenced you to Bone Zone. Oh god. Sometimes I just say things on stream, and I'm like, why the hell did I just say that? Ugh. Put a nice thick coat there. I know you're supposed to do thin coats, but for like the back of the bone here, I don't think it matters super much. And since this is a light color going on a pretty smooth thing that's primed in black, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Not really losing any detail. I'm throwing just like some thick coats on some of these areas. It's also my first time painting multiple minis at the same time. I've only ever done one at a time before. One of your probably shows. That's enough. Talking myself down. No more. I talk myself down anymore on this stream, I need you to bonk me or throw something at me. Doing positive thoughts only for the rest. No more deprecation. That down. Okay. Couple more spots and I think we'll be good on the bones. On the bones. On the bones. Okay. Bones. Been coated. I'm gonna base coat the eye in a different color. because the eye should be a little bit wider. I've got mommy robes set aside for that. Back to the teeth. I need a little bit more coverage on these. Bones was a lot easier, a lot smoother surface to cover. Let's get these teeth as coated as we can. Don't mind being a little bit messier on the base, because I think that's going to get covered in the dirt later anyway. If I guess one nice thing about like knowing kind of what I want to do with it, because I can just kind of make little mistakes as long as I know that they're going to get covered. Later on, I have to be careful. Or more careful, rather. Because, obviously, later in the process, they can't get covered up. Or I'd have to, like, go out of my way to cover it up. The back is still really rough. Still needs a lot of paint back here. The surface of this is not smooth either. It does make it significantly harder. Some of that is a little bit my fault, just because I put the gravel on there and then took it off. That's okay. We make do. Bunch of girls make do. I'm gonna put a little bit more down there, but then I'm not really gonna worry about the backs of the upper teeth, really. I don't think, because you really just can't see it much. I'll do this, but like I can't even see what I'm doing when I do that. It is quite occluded by her goblin's body. But the bottom teeth I do need to have nice coverage on. What I'm gonna do is, if I can't, oh no, I totally can't get in that way. You have to go in this way. Okay. But keep at it. Got little bits of sand coming off of my brush. Probably not great for my brush, to be honest. Okay, like I said, I'm not really going to worry about the backs of the upper teeth. Alright. A little bit more on some of the seams here, but I think otherwise we're going to be fine here. I think a little darkness around the seams is okay. Alright. Eyeball. The Eye Clan. Just need a bit of our mummy robes here. Put this dot here. Around. Okay. Put more water on the brush. Like I said, with the skeleton bone color, the whiter ones tend to not cover as nicely. They tend to be a little bit thicker, rather. Definitely gonna need a couple coats of this, because I'm painting white onto a black surface. That's to be expected. One big nasty eyeball. I'm gonna not worry about the veins because I'm gonna fill those all in with red anyway. Like some of them are gonna get filled with white here, but for the most part they're gonna get filled in red. Well, the pupil could also probably also be left black. Well, it seems like I got a little bit of white in it already. Yeah, it's just a reflection. All according to K, Kaku. Yeah, totally. Totally meant to fill in that bit. That little tiny bit. Well, there is like a little bit of a lip that I do want to fill, if I can. I think that'll help it stand out. I also... Something I could do with the pupil of this one, I have some of Stuart Sample's Black 3.0, which is like a really, really black. That might be kind of fun to use for the pupil. Just make it a deep black that stares into your soul. Kind of like that idea. I'm also going to use just a little bit bigger of a brush here. Hammer out the rest of this eyeball. By a little bit bigger, I mean quite a bit bigger. I'm using the one I used for the bases. There we go. It's a nice color on that. What's the eyeball looking at? Secret only the eyeball knows. wonder if this is like one of the target balls, just like why, but it just like looks like an eye instead. Oh no, that's a big splash on the base. Whoops. That's unfortunate. My hand slipped. Some bits are quite a bit messy, but it's fine, it's fine. I do love that the iClan Goblin has an eye patch. I think that's a lot of fun. Okay. Base coating is pretty much done. I'm gonna go back and fix some of the green spots that I goofed on. I might need to mix some more paint though, because like I said, I goofed with the wet palette earlier. Yeah, that is completely dry. That sucks. Okay. Please, some paint here. That in there, and we just need a smidge of the yellow. And we mix. Mix, we mix, we mix. Thankfully, I'm able to get to about the same color I had before, so that's good. We love to see it. So much of this palette is just this green because I messed up making the palette. It's okay. We're here. Here. We're here. I'm gonna go in. Still with #1 brush. Load up some paint. Okay, where did I miss? Some right there. More on the top of the head. Oh right, hair. The hair that I was so mad about earlier. I think I'm just gonna leave it as skin after all. Well, I don't know. I could color it. Okay, leggy. That's what I missed on this one. This little leggy. Also, this ear is still pretty rough, gotta say. Boop, boop. I think I do prefer painting just 1 mini at a time, as opposed to painting 3. Makes it easier to focus on details. Oh, I have to get the teeth still. I forgot about the teeth. The goblin teeth, not the ground teeth. Okay. This guy... There a foot I missed? Ah, no, it's the front of the hand here that I missed. Okay. Alright, let's base coat these teeth real quick, because I forgot about the teeth. Forgot about those teeth. Teethers. Nope, wrong color. Don't want lummy robes, I want the bone color. I don't only really want to get the front of these teeth. Don't really want to get the inside of the mouth or anything this color. Kind of almost just want to leave that black. And this one's grinning. I don't have to worry about the inside of the mouth for him. Which is nice. Okay, this one's teeth actually turned out pretty nice, I think. Yeah, I like how that looks. Nice. Ah, lamp. Okay. What's next? Do I want to use a wash? Because if I want to use a wash, I need to use it now. Oh, I see one more thing I need to base coat. Almost there. We're almost there. a little all over the place. Handle of our axe. I think I do want a base coat, or I do want to wash. Not like a super strong wash. I'm thinking like my lighter brown wash. I think it's like soft tone. That's what Army Painter calls it. I definitely don't need to, but I think it'll look good. That's justification enough for me. I think I also forgot to do a boot on... Yeah, I forgot to do the boots on our Fang Clan Gabo. So I should probably do those as well, huh? Get some brown paint on them. That's dry, isn't it? Yeah. Boots all covered. Real quick. Or at least the parts that are visible. Can see that one. So, go in from this angle here. Get some paint on it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, no, I can't reach that. Okay, but it's not really visible. Well, whoa. That's an angle of attack. Ha! Alright, that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay. Washes. I'm really scared of the wash making it muddy, though. I think it will pull out some good details. Ooh, not strong tone. Soft tone. As nervous about it as I am, I'm gonna go for it. And hopefully it turns out nice. Okay. Like for the teeth and the bones especially, I think it'll make it really nice. Yeah. That's a nice toned. Actually, need to on that a little bit. Okay, yep. Hit the face. Okay. It's always so scary to me at first to use the wash. I'm always worried that it's gonna not turn out great, but it usually does look fine. Oh, why I get so nervous about it? Probably just because, like, it can muddy some stuff, you know? So I get worried about that. But I think this is a nice effect. Especially on, like, the leathery bits. And it helps bring the skin into, like, a more skin tone. So, that's good. That is very good. Okay. One thing I don't like about the Army Painter washes is that they're all glossy. And I really don't want my minis to be glossed. But oh well. It's what I have to work with. I'm gonna avoid hitting this goblin's teeth, though. Or if I do, I want to hit it very lightly. Okay, yeah, very lightly, very lightly. Alright, that's two. The eye. Do I hit the eye? I don't want to hit the eye. I have to be a little controlled here. Something blinked out there for a second. Big pool, I want to spread that out. Oh god. Mop some of that up. I think I pulled a lot of the metal off the front there, so I might have to reapply that in a bit. Yeah, I totally will. To do that. This does look good on the teeth, though. I was worried about it, but it does look good. At least I think so. Alright. They're all dirty. The dirty boys. Okay. What do I want to do next? Next, I want to... Let's do some highlights. Let's do some highlights. Since I've shaded them down, I can just use the original skin tone that I had for them for my highlights. Let's not use the one I just did. Let's use the one I started with. Oh, well, very lightly bring the top of the head back. Some edge shading on like the brows here. Edge highlighting rather. That's the proper term for it. Also on ears. Nice bright ears. Technically, there probably shouldn't be a ton of highlighting on these guys because, like, they are in a dark cave. But I want to put these highlights on, so I shall. Oh, I've been a little strong. Baldy here. Nice shiny head. Something I'm probably going to do too is I want the light source of these caves to be some of the crystals I'm going to paint later. And those are going to be like kind of a glowy purple. So something that I'm probably going to do is I'm going to take an airbrush and I'm going to very lightly spray a light purple onto them. I don't know if the highlight really shows. That kind of shows. Go a little deeper. This kind of brings some of that color that we lost in the shade back. And we're actually gonna follow up with some brighter layers too in a second. Get more water. Okay. Smidge more there. Okay. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna use is a little bit of just the scaly hide, so not mixed at all. For this one, I'm gonna use a bit smaller of a brush even. Very light. Oh, that's a little thicker than I wanted, but it's fine. Um, and as you can see, you can kind of see like how it imitates light hitting on the head. I think is a nice effect. You want just a smidge more here. We're just gonna take it and oop, a little highlight on the nose. Like that, just a smidge. There we go. Sure we have a good amount of water in here because we don't want any of these coats to be really thick. So a smidge like this. Good. A little bit on the brow. A little bit on this brow. Smidge on the nose. And then we'll get the ears. Ears. Yeah. It's subtle to be sure. I think it's nice. More water. More water. I had a little too much water. Not enough paint. Don't want to drop our gobbo. That's not good. It's like doing the goblin's makeup. I painted my nails, I'm painting their faces. Okay, I think those are some good degrees of separation. What do I want to do next? I want to do, I think maybe a little bit of dry brushing some of the leather, maybe? Let's try that. Let's start over here. I'm gonna use our skeleton bone color here. Load it up in my brush. Gonna hit it so, and then this will keep it like on the raised edges, but leave the recesses pretty well untouched. Give us some nice degrees of separation. It gives us some nice wear, I think. I might blend a little bit of a brown into it. Get a little bit of brown with a little bit of the bone. They have like a nice in-between. Yeah. Make it even more varied. Let's go. And this goblin especially uses leather, right? But I think this one has more fur. So what I might do on this one is I'll use the leather color that I have down here. We differentiate these bits. But then, and I'll use it on the gloves as well. But then up above, I think I'm going to hit it with this color, this fur brown. It's kind of a reddish color. Reddish brown. Yeah. brush with that. Like that up here. And it doesn't really show, does it? Okay. Well, let's do this. Load some of that with some of the white. It's a little bit lighter. Apply that up here. Okay, it's not really doing what I want. So I think a dry brush is not the technique I need for this. I think what I'm going to do instead is take my fine brush here, make it pretty thin. I'm just going to kind of give some texture and variation to our fur. Also kind of stays on our raised edge, which is nice. Show. Yeah, it kind of shows. Good, good, good. I'm not going too hard. Oh, into a little bit. I don't get too deep. Definitely does show. Okay. Get as much color out of this one as I can. All right. I think I do want to see what I can do with that black 3.0. A little extra, maybe. But I'm curious. It sounds pretty thin, so I think it's a good consistency for mini paints. I haven't used it yet, but we'll see how it goes. It is very liquid. I'll have to be very careful with it. Wow, that is almost wash-like. Something I want to do with it. I want to hit the areas around the eyes. Wow, it does not stick well. I'm using this right. We'll just have to slap it on. So a very precise touch is needed. Yeah, it is very thin. Wow, that is some nightmare feel. Boy, howdy. Well, I'm committed now. So I gotta send it. It is absolutely not the consistency I expected out of it. I mean, it did sound really liquidy in there, so I don't know what I expected. But honestly, this is fine. It's kind of... I wanted to darken the eye sockets anyway. So... this is good. It's good. I could try to use this on the eye patch and such, but I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's too runny and I think it'll get everywhere. I am gonna use it on the inside of the eye though. Absolutely. Give it a nice, striking, dark pupil. Yeah. Alright, let's get this out of the brush. Oh, now I know. Might do a little bit of highlights on the bone. Oh, that's dry. I really have to figure out why my wet palette is not actually working. Some quick and dirty highlights on the bones. And the teeth. Okay. Nothing crazy. Just some quick highlights. Up next. I almost want to get the red in the eyes now. Well, I wonder if it's... I do wonder if it's, dried enough. I mean, it certainly seems dry. Only one way to find out. So this is gonna go in the eyes and also the lines on the eyeball. So I guess it's just going into the eyes. Just all of the eyes that we can see anyway. I'm gonna probably have to build it up a little bit. I did base coat the flattest black there is. Or one of the blackest blacks that there is. Wow, he looks a lot more menacing. Holy shit. I don't know how well that shows on the camera, but like... Oof. Boy, howdy. Like, this goblin is gonna stab. He's going to do a stabby stab. It's gonna take your lunch money. I'm hitting the axe. I want to try something. You have this small spotter brush. I wonder how that would work. Considering these are spots that I'm making. Oh yeah, it's working nicely. Yeah, there we go. Look at those. Look at those eyes. Oh, that really pops. Love that. I'm gonna do a couple coats of this red on each eye. Some fresh water and paint on our brush. don't want it getting dry and goopy. Wow. I'm really happy with how these eyes are turning out. I think it's the happiest thing I've done all stream. Like, these are turning out really nice, I think. I'm probably also gonna add just a little bit of a highlight too to them. Like a little dot of white, or even mix a little bit of white with the red. But that is really nice. That red really pops in there. The black 3.0 was a good base for that, I think. Once got the lads. Okay. Or the highlight. White paint there, that's pretty dry. I really need to figure out how to get this wet palette to work a little bit. I wonder if it's the parchment paper I'm using. I'll have to try another type of parchment paper. Alright, and I've got a really tiny, really tiny lip brush for little highlights like this. There we go. Oh, I don't even know if you can see that. Okay, you can. Wild. Absolutely wild. I need to put fresh paint, because this little tiny bit of paint has already dried. I also didn't wipe the brush, that's my bad. Like, of course it dried. There was no water to keep it moist. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so good. I don't always pat myself on the back, but when I do, it's because I've really enjoyed what I've got. All right, let's fill in these lines here. Eyeball. Put red paint in the holes, the little grooves. My hands are almost a little too shaky to do this. I wish I had like a red wash to put in there. That would make this a lot easier. Like, I suppose I could thin this or something, but I do have Actually, now that I think about it. Let's get my brush real quick. I do have... Where is it? This glistening blood effect paint. Which... I mean, it might as well be a wash. I think it would flow really nicely in there, and because what you're seeing in the eyeball is blood, it might work for what I want here. So it's a little messy. I think that's okay. I do think that is fine. It's probably gonna make Ryu uncomfy. She doesn't like stuff like this. She really didn't like my Kaled shroom. Which means I did a good job on it. I probably could have base coated the eyeball here a little bit better, to be honest. Like, there's still a lot of patchy parts on it. But I'm already doing this part, so I don't really want to go back. You can see what I'm doing, kind of. This is basically panel lining. Now that I think about it. Just really gross. Oh, I put my finger in some of the... Oh, I didn't. I thought I put my finger in some of the super black. But I did not. Okay. Just about reaching completion here. Like, oh, smack my paintbrush into the light. That's not a good thing for it. I'm gonna apply a little bit more of the black 3.0 to the inside of this eye here. Do want to make that nice and dark. Anything else I want to do? Honestly, I kind of want to do a little bit more highlighting on the leather. I feel like I didn't do a good enough job with that. So I'm gonna take some of the leather brown. I think some of the robes here. Mix these together. Make a highlight color. Oh, and I need to paint in the eye patch still. I don't need too much of this. I'll do a little bit more here. A bit of white. Then on a smidge of water in my mixing brush. Put these together. Okay. A nice chocolate milk color here. Chalky milk, chalky milk. Right. Brush. A little bit of water in there. Load her up. Paper off. And what I want to do here is oof. A little stronger than I would have liked, but it's okay. I almost do want to dry brush this on. But at the same time, I almost don't. My dry brush, I don't think I'm going to use the makeup brush. I'm going to use this brush. Paper towel. There. Just to kind of like show some wear on these armor plates, you know? It's nice uniform armor doesn't make sense. Alright, we hit the armor on this one. I think I might make the belt on this one black too, while I'm at it. A little bit on this one. In the details. Oh, and I suppose I need to hit the hair too. What if I... Okay, here's a crackhead idea. Blend this green, some of brown here. Why is there hair? Kind of doesn't work. Totally does not work. That's fine. Eye patch. Eye patch, eye patch, eye patch. We're gonna use not the 3.0, but just the normal black for this one. The AP matte black. Here's our detail brush. Gotta that all covered. Anywhere that the strap got covered in skin color. Oh no. Crap. Alright, I'm gonna have to cover that back up in a second. Anywhere else I need to... Or that? No, okay. Whoops. I goofed. Unfortunately. Our green's a little gloopy, but a little bit I need, it'll be fine. Okay. No more mistake. I think I do want to add a small detail on the belt buckle. I could try to, like, draw something on the eye patch as well, which I think might be kind of fun. That'd be like the biggest creative liberty that I took in the project. I want the shining silver. Make a little dab of it here. Take the detail brush. Hit the belt buckle with it. And I think once that dries, I'm gonna draw like a little pupil on that, which is actually very similar to what I'm gonna do on the eye patch. I'm gonna take this white paint. Going to draw a little white circle on it. Or a little white eye shape, rather. Before we go back and dot it. Okay. Oh, it's so goofy looking. I love it. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. I'm really happy with the eyes on this model. Okay. I need to cover a couple purple things on the eye base. Actually, the purple's dried. This wet palette is really failing me today. I have to maybe watch some videos and see if I can figure out what's going on. I'm gonna slap some purple back onto the base there. Won't take me too long, I don't think. It does show through quite a little bit, but it's probably fine. Couple small marks on this one too. I'll cover back up. I'm about to dry brush some lighter purple on anyway, so that'll help blend any weirdness in as well. Okay. Oop. I do like just having goblins as just funny little guys, so I really like the eyeball and the eye patch. I think it's a really fun idea for them. Okay, we're gonna take some orc blood think I mixed it with a little bit of white last time to get the effect I wanted. This paint separates like a motherfucker. So I really gotta shake it. Really gotta shake it. A little bit of that. I'm really running through the mummy robes, but so be it. Give me an excuse to buy some Vallejo. Vallejo, rather. Proper way of saying it. Doesn't seem quite right. I need more white. No, I added gray. I added gray to it. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's getting to be around the kind of lilac-y color that I want. There we go. Yep, that seems about right. All right, dry brush. Let's go. Load that up. Brush it out. And let's put some purple dirt on these guys. Start with the base, make sure I got it right. Oh yeah, that's about right. There we go. All dirty and dusty. Nice. This is going to be our finishing step, so we're going to finish up after we're done applying this. And head on out. Make like a tree and leaf. Around the base of the eye here, maybe a little bit on his boots. Okay. I really should have base coated that eyeball in white, huh? Like, it seems obvious now, but like, I really should have hit the hit it with white with the airbrush. Oh well. What's done is done. These minis, rather, just about done. All right. Get some final looks for you all here. Probably need my mixing brush too. Okay. All right. Let's clear these out of the way so that the autofocus doesn't focus on the wrong thing. Let's look at our Fang clan first. Also, can't move the light a little bit further. Yeah. Look at this lad. Look at this lad. Oh, the earrings. Alright, the silver's still wet, I think. Yeah. And in wet paint. Don't do that, Rowan. It's not good. You'll get paint on stuff. Glad I didn't miss the earrings. So I was one step away from doing so. That would have been a little embarrassing. Okay, earrings are good. Do any of you else have earrings? No, you have stubby ears, but no earrings. Okay. Good, good, good. I almost want to brush a little bit more onto the weapons. I know I keep saying I'm done, but like, there's like little bits that I want to do still. Little bits. Little bits. I don't think that that's a bad thing. Means I'm looking at these menus and being like, oh, there's little things that I want to do a little bit better still. So, a little bit more plate metal. I could also add some rust to them. That might be kind of cool. Over. A little bit more pigment on there. And there's also some green on that one. Let's get that covered. Here I was worried about this being a messy part of it, and it's like it can be kind of messy, but think I've got enough control where it's not too bad. God, I love the eye patch. It's so good. So just ever so lightly hit the armor again. Couple spots. Okay. It's so goofy. It's so goofy. Can I get... Okay, I totally can get some use out of this silver still. I do want to hit the sharp edges. One more time. With the shining silver. Gonna bring him out just a smidge. It's subtle. And I don't know if it's really noticeable, but I'm doing it regardless. Gives the edges just a smidge more bite. Okay. I am going to add some dry rust. To metallics. This is another effect paint. I've used so many bottles into this. Well, all of the ones I got out, I didn't actually use, because I pulled a bunch out that I thought I might use. That I just ended up not touching. Okay. Rest. Just enough to give the metal some orangey tones. Make it look worn. You know? So that if you get stabbed by this one, well, you might need a tetanus shot after that. Oh, that looks good on that. That looks nice. Nice rusty axe. Okay. And with that, now the minis are good. I think. Such is the way of the mini painter. Okay. Now, let's get our final looks here. We got the eyeball clan. Do love the way the eyes turned out. All three of them. I love the eye patch. It's so goofy. Love that. I don't know if you just saw my model look down, but a piece of dust just like fell from the ceiling. It drifted past. I just watched it go down. We got the Fang clan. Masters of Combat. And finally, the Beast Tamers, the Bone Clan. I think the face of this one turned out the best. Like, the teeth turned out really nice. The eyes turned out really nice. I think this one has really good face. The other details maybe are a little boring on it, but like, I think that's okay. The face is like where a lot of people are gonna look. Alright, well anyways, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. My name is Rowan Sorbus. I paint minis and do games and stuff. And I'm gonna make like a tree leaf. I will catch you on the flip. Bye-bye.